5:03 now, and we do have some new news here for you this morning.
Yes, brand new this morning. Just hours ago, fire crews were able to put out a house fire in Sioux Falls pretty quickly. Crews say their initial investigation shows the fire started in the basement of a home on 26th Street and Grange Avenue in Sioux Falls. Crews were able to put the fire out after about 20 minutes. No one was in the home at the time of the fire. Information about Sioux Falls Mayor Mike Huether's future ramped up this week with the announcement that he's changing his party affiliation from Democrat to Independent. It's a move many assume that he'd make only if he's planning to continue his political career. Minnehaha County and several other major law enforcement agencies across South Dakota have agreed to an opt-in for the voter-approved Marsy's Law. This will let victims know about their new rights.
Kamie is not here with me this morning, to the disappointment of everyone in Aberdeen, because you know they love you here in Aberdeen, Kamie, but she is covering the Little League World Series in Williamsport, PA, where the rain will stop later today. Great weather for the game tonight. Kamie, you finding a lot of Sioux Falls folks or South Dakota folks there at the World Series?
Sean, they actually showed up yesterday. A majority of them showed up yesterday, some still showing up today. But it's amazing to see all the South Dakota faces here in Williamsport. And it's unique because many people kind of consider Sioux Falls to maybe be the underdog. So a lot of people that maybe just come to watch the games, they're also rooting for Sioux Falls. So it's pretty cool. I'm standing here at Howard J. Lamont Stadium. I'm actually out by left field, and this is the legendary hill. I know you saw yesterday, Sean, the kids with the cardboard, they go down that hill, and it's just
right.
It's a tradition here in Williamsport. Welcome back to KSFY Morning News. It's about 6:45, and we are live in Minneapolis this morning. As you can see, US Bank Stadium right behind us. Nice.
Kickoff at the 52nd Super Bowl is now less than 72 hours away, and last-minute ticket buyers are going to have to pay a pretty penny for more than $3 grand.
At that price especially, getting scammed is something that no one would want.
Yeah, KSFY News reporter Kamie Roesler joins us live in the Twin Cities, where police say they expect to turn people away for having fake tickets. Kamie, this is one game. There will be a lot of people, and a lot of people still wanting tickets.
Yeah, absolutely, Courtney. A lot of people excited for the big game. In fact, a lot of people here, we're in St. Paul at the Ice Palace. A lot of people here have tickets to the game, and worrying about fake tickets really isn't something they want to do. Minneapolis police say it is something that is a problem, though.
We are back on the morning news, and the Philadelphia Eagles have won their first ever Super Bowl, holding off the New England Patriots 41-33.
Last night's game brings a close to a busy week in Minnesota.
And of course, Kamie and I were live up there Thursday, Friday. Kamie's still there this morning up in Minneapolis at US Bank Stadium to talk a little bit about the game and the few days leading up to the big event. Kamie, you've got to be exhausted. I know you were on at 10 o'clock last night, back up and at it again this morning. How was it last night?
You can't be exhausted when the Super Bowl's in town. What an amazing experience. And I have to say, Minneapolis did it right. This Super Bowl committee knew what they were doing. Even yesterday for the big game, traffic wasn't bad at all. Many fans used public transportation.
Well, today we take you to a place in the state where the Missouri River is maybe the most unique.
An artist in this part of the state uses the banks of the river to actually craft his creations.
KSFY News reporter Kamie Roesler takes us to Springfield for another edition of Made in South Dakota.
In small town Springfield, South Dakota, the screeching of rock is constant in this little shop.
I'm doing a turtle here. I got a fish started over there.
Ron Livingston says he's no artist, but his work says otherwise.
Got to learn this on your own. Nobody teaches this stuff.
He carves creatures out of a special chalk-like rock. This idea all came about because of one of his ancestors.
This is a picture of my aunt, my grandpa's sister. He took a picture of her in 1924 next to this old Lincoln head.
The Lincoln head has since caved in, but it is the inspiration behind this all.
I had an idea and I thought I'd see what happened. I'll show you a quick, this will show you how fragile it is.
This unique rock is only found in a few spots in the entire world. It's no longer legal to get from the river, so Ron actually uses remains from old houses that were built from this rock decades ago.
Being I live here, but I can't take it off the river now, but there's still all these houses like around Tabor and Tyndall. Made out of that's where I'm getting my rock now. And it's actually, easier to get to. Sooner or later I was going to have a bluff come down on top of me or something down there digging around that river.
Not only is this artwork made in South Dakota from a part of South Dakota, it's also South Dakota inspired. Ron spends a lot of his spare time fishing out on the Missouri River, and he says that's where he thinks of or sees some of the best ideas.
I got those big fish mounts way up top. Them are mounted fish that I've had trophy stuff over the years. And so that's what I use for my detail when I started. I could see if I ain't got a fin in the right place, and I kind of had to, yeah, I didn't do, my first one didn't turn out pretty, let me tell you. There's a creek full of broken ones down here.
But now after carving hundreds, Ron has gotten his craft down. He doesn't paint the pieces either.
I tried painting. That fills in too much detail and takes too long. So I got thinking, why not chalk on chalk?
Ron says he heads to the shop whenever he can't sleep, carving up to 15 or 16 hours a day, unless, of course, it's a good fishing day. A store in Yankton handles a majority of Ron's sales.
You know, there's just not a lot of artists that do such a specialized hands-on, one-on-one kind of thing.
Twist of Pine in Yankton sells Ron's artwork, so if you're interested in his favorite, his fish, or maybe a white buffalo, or even a dolphin, they do take personal requests.
I get my ideas from the river and all that. I don't ever remember seeing no elephants out on the sandbar out there, or giraffes. I did a giraffe this last fall, and well, a lot of this stuff.
But he does them anyway. It's a one-of-a-kind craft. Something you will only find made in South Dakota. In Springfield, Kamie Roesler, KSFY News.
Well, it is the kickoff to Super Bowl weekend. This Sunday, the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots face off in Minneapolis.
And there's a lot to do to lead up to the big game on Sunday, and our Kamie Roesler has been there for a few days. She is checking out all of the fun festivities, and she is live in the Twin Cities with a look at one of the many things visitors can do. And Kamie, I'm curious, what's going on?
Well, Courtney, I'm here at the Bold North Zip Line, and yes, I tackled it today. Tickets are sold out. It's 110 feet tall, and it was quite the adventure. Take a look. First, you take a shuttle to the north side of the river, and there is the 110-foot tower you climb to take the drop.
There's two of us, Northern Events and Zip Trek, and we hired Zip Trek to come out. They've done this all over the United States. They've done the Super Bowl in Indianapolis. They've done an Olympics. They've done a lot of big festivals.
Sounded legit to me, so I found a local guy, Aaron Way from Watertown, to zip across with me.
It was a lot of steps to go up and got my heart pumping, so that already made me nervous.
Walking up the stairs. Woo! It's a little cold up here.
All right, so first off, we had to sign a waiver to make sure that we could go across, and then we got a helmet fitted, and then we got harnessed up, and then they sent us up.
And then we were off. 3 steps and a drop across the mighty Mississippi. Just shy of 800 feet, enough for a Guinness World Record.
So I was nervous because when you take 3 steps and then you're done.
Yeah.
So what was it like for you when you dropped? I thought it was better than what I expected. Were you nervous?
It was just, yeah, it was a weird feeling.
So it was a lot of fun, actually. I had a blast. As I mentioned, tickets were sold out. They're sold out completely. They went on sale months ago, and they sold out in about 30 hours, and then they decided to sell 5,000 more, and they sold out in about 15 minutes. So about 10,000 people have taken a ride on this zip line across the Mississippi here from St. Paul to Minneapolis, and they're still going tonight. It's open till 10 o'clock tonight, and it runs through the Super Bowl. It's open till 5 on Super Bowl Sunday. So Courtney, I had a blast.
Oh, you're so brave. Oh my, I don't think I could do that. She's so brave. Have fun, Kamie.
See you later, Kamie. Hey, a reminder.